love that music. It's so good, isn't it? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chop Talk, a show we haven't done in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks since we did the Top Talent versus the Love Wrestling one. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks. So we are back, Chop Talk. We're here to talk some Top Talent Pro Wrestling, which we haven't done a Chop Talk for since June, I want to say, because we missed the August show.
Correct. We decided to go. We didn't decide to go.
I went to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
why I
was
didn't
about
go.
to go alone.
Andreas would have went with you. Come on.
That's not a posse.
You always have friends there. You know that.
Nah, not enough people.
Yeah, but we checked out Top Talent Pro Wrestling this past weekend.
Yes.
This past weekend on the Friday. It was a great time show. Epic show. We're going to get into that in just a second, but I want to thank each and every one of you for all the great support here. All the likes, the subscribes to the channel, the sharing of the video, comments in the comments. We love hearing from you and talking to you guys about local and Japanese professional wrestling. So don't forget to hit that notification bell so we can be alerted. You can be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
Ah!
Liar.
And just, hello. But we're going to get into it right off the hop. We're going to talk some Top Talent Pro Wrestling featuring Joey Janela, Aeroboy, Timothy Thatcher. What was the other girl?
Jessie?
No, I'm not yet there yet. Princessa Azul, Josh Rios, Zuzu Divine, and the Top Talent Pro Wrestling Champion, Effy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking some great professional wrestling action. And this night got kicked off with an amazing triple threat match. The king of the triple threat match. I guess the winner of these matches gets the king of the triple threat title. Right now, the current king of the triple threats won it at the August show, which we did miss, is T.Y. Jackson. Oh, and I got to give a quick shout out. This show is actually being taped for Fight TV.
Yeah.
So this show will end up on Fight TV in the next little bit here. So I'm excited to be able to go back and rewatch it on Fight. I'm excited when that happens. I'm definitely going to share it on my social medias because anybody that hasn't got a chance to watch it, you need to watch this show.
Well, and especially during this match, you were rather vocal for your dissatisfaction with a few spots right above the camera. So you're probably going to get a nice earful of that.
What do you mean? I was off waiting for my food for most of this match.
No, you weren't. No, you got yelled at by Mr. Rogue there.
Oh, this is booing him.
Yeah, because you were yelling at him.
Partway through this match, I went to get my food, which I ended up waiting 35 minutes for. But we're not gonna get into that.
Not.
No, but yeah. Kody Garcia, formerly known as or known in Love Pro Wrestling as Son of Irish, the wonderful T.Y. Jackson, and that Dalton Rogue guy, who I don't like the Rouge. He is a pretty damn good professional wrestler. I'll give him that.
Yeah, yes.
I guess him and Kody used to be tag team partners when they were under mask and both when they were kids, literally as kids.
Oh dear.
Yeah, back at MPW. But yeah, actually, all three of these men came up from the MPW system.
I was gonna say, I thought TY was there too. Yeah,
they're all three are courtesy of the MPW system. So they obviously have put out some good talent in this professional wrestling world. Great match here, just some crazy stuff. I remember it was Dalton popped up Irish who landed on TY's shoulders and gave him a Rana at one point. Everybody just flying around the rings. I didn't take notes like I usually do because I just wanted to enjoy the show. For one of the matches, I did take some extra notes because it was just crazy shit going on. But just all the three of these men just flying all over this ring, doing some crazy ass shit. Just absolutely phenomenal. The end of the match, Tila actually stole the win from Kody Garcia when he got the Spanish fly to Dalton Rogue off the top, but Tila came in with this kick and stole the pin from Kody. And pinned Dalton Rogue for the win.
Damn it, Kody.
Gotta watch those kicks, Kody.
Yeah. The only problem that I had with this was that we didn't get Necklace. All I wanted was that song, TY song.
Oh, because he's
Got
coming
that.
up to he's coming up to his new banger of a theme. That while I did want I love his old theme. I will love it forever. The new one, because it's all like playing like regal music to it, but it's got like a hip hop track behind it. So good.
It was okay. It was
I
okay.
love it.
I know you and Kat were very, very fond of it.
Oh yeah. We were just like,
I definitely confused who Dalton was. I had the wrong Dalton in mind when I saw the name announced. But I was pleasantly surprised. Shoosh. Man, ADHD, you just threw off my train of thought. It's always a pleasure to see these guys wrestle anyway. You're very right. It was very high speed, high style, especially from Kody, very aerial match. Dalton was doing pretty good. There was a little bit of like a weirdness on the outside there where you were very loud. That could have been better. It is what it is, but these things happen in that kind of high speed kind of environment. They just kind of went with the flow and ended up having a really solid opener.
Yeah, I don't think Rogue was super happy with me, man.
I would assume not. You were yelling that move sucked at him.
Dude, it was terrible. It was like an off the apron, like DDT or something to the apron, but it barely looked like it looked absolutely shit. I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened. I don't even know what it was supposed to be. They just kind of fell for me from what I saw.
Yeah, they fell over as he was trying to do a move, and I'm like, it fucking sucked. And he got so pissed at me.
Well, because he didn't just say it once. You said it twice. You said it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
It's okay. I'm a fan. I paid my ticket. I can say whatever the fuck
and he's
I want.
Heel.
And he's a bad guy, so I'm supposed to boo him and say he sucks at stuff. But again, incredible match from all three of these guys.
Very, very much so. Good, solid opener.
So we move on to a 5-way match where this is where I spent the first part of actually a good chunk of this match I was gone for waiting for my food. We have Rayden Destroyer versus Jack O'Connor versus Kat Von Heez versus Jessie Youngblood versus Bobby, as I wrote, Darp. Bobby Sharp. So the end of the match comes. Andy comes in, goes to hit Bobby with the chair. Kat pushes Bobby out of the way, and he cranks Kat with a chair. Just cranks her with a chair.
Yeah.
And so Bobby checks on his wife, and then Andy's standing there like dumbfounded, and he runs to the back. So Bobby makes chase after making sure his wife's not dead. And then Jessie Youngblood comes in the ring, looks, goes, oh, and he climbs to the top. Jessie Salt off the top, literally crushing Kat Von Heez. And he picks up the win. But dude, killed her with that.
And it wasn't necessary. She'd already been killed by the chair, my guy. Not necessary. The follow-up wasn't necessary. He could have just pinned her and it would have been fine.
I agree.
O'Connor, though, I mean, since separating from Mr. King, those kicks, very solid from him. Kind of an evolution of look, kind of enjoying that. I would like to see him kind of go into more of a singles. I know we've seen him in one singles match. I would like to see him in another one, just so we can start to get a little bit more of a feel for who he is, and so he can develop a little bit more of a personality, as Kat and Bobby, Jessie, and even Rayden to an extent are very pretty established characters in this area. Rayden Ning. He just kind of he's not one of my favorites. He's one of those big guys who wrestles big guy effectively, but big guy wrestling isn't always my favorite wrestling. Sometimes it can be a little plain, little too simple and effective. And he's kind of on that precipice for me. Otherwise, other than the Andy Anderson interference, it was a really, really good match. It was a lot of chaos, though. It was one of those glorious chaos moments where just things were going everywhere, but it wasn't to the extent where it exhausted me.
Yeah. Again, a good match. I enjoyed it. It was a good match for what it was. Rayden, I have the same feeling. He's a fine big man, but like he doesn't feel like Jessie is a big man, but he is a dynamic big man who can fly, who can do some crazy shit. He is very much a Samoa Joe in that way.
He's very charismatic.
Yeah, and he has that Samoa Joe-ness where if he needs to fly, he comes flying out and smashing people and like can do some really athletic things, but it's still a big man can rock you. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I say. And then we'll talk about big man later on in the night. One that really that whole segment bothered me, but we'll get to. We'll get to. I don't remember where that was in the show. I'm just gonna pick a spot and plug it in because I didn't type it down. It wasn't an actual match. It was more of a beatdown. We move on. Ava Lawless versus Rylie Rose.
It was after this one, wasn't it?
Oh, I think so. Ava Lawless versus Rylie Rose. We have the battle of the women here. Ava Lawless coming off of losing her title to Effy last month, and Rylie Rose coming off a loss to Alley Catch. So she's trying to get back in the win column here. Both these ladies are trying to get back in the win column. Really good, solid match between these two. Both good work. I'm a big fan of Ava Lawless, and then Rylie Rose. We've gotten to see her like really evolve here in Top Talent Pro Wrestling. Going from we got to watch her first match up until now, I'm really enjoying her. I like seeing new female faces on the scene. I really do. And in the end, though, Ava taps Rylie out with a single leg crab. They're like I was expect like. I almost expect something bigger, but I love it when a match ends on one of the most basic submission holds in the game. Yeah.
From what I recall, this was a pretty solid match. Nothing's really triggering to me from my memory since it's been a few days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do remember this being a fairly solid match, and wasn't it one of the only submission?
I think it's the only submission victory. Yeah.
Oh no, Thatcher and Clark too, didn't they?
No, that was not a submission victory, but yeah, it thought you looked like it was, but it wasn't. But yeah, I think really solid match from both these women, and Ava getting back in the win column, going to start ramping back up to hopefully go after that title with Effy. And I guess she wants a rematch for that title.
Excellent.
We move on. This was the match I was most looking
for. Don't you want to talk about the big thing?
So just go to this. Okay, before we get there, so there is Alex Rain came out to cut a promo, talk about his time so far here in Top Talent.
Alex
Rain. I love this guy. And then we hear an alarm go off.
And I thought 7 was going to debut.
Yeah, we thought 7. And I'm like, holy crap.
And the alarm didn't stop.
And the alarm didn't stop. And I'm like, okay, where's the music? And then out comes Azrael. And this thing's the Purge is here, is what it says on the screen. He comes out and he proceeds to beat the living tar out of Alex Rain.
Why the Alex?
But like, could have come out honestly. Like, I think the beatdown was a little much. Like, within like 2 or 3 moves, he was dead, and he proceeded to smash him around for a good like 2 or 3 minutes straight. Like,
yeah,
I felt bad. I felt so bad for Alex Rain. I'm like, dude, you got killed here. I'm like, Jesus Christ, and like Azrael, I think he just went overboard with it. Like, personally, it was like he murdered the kid, but like little much, dude.
You know, and poor Kat and I are just sitting there. Why the Alex? Save the Alex. Why?
Yeah, poor Alex. But yeah, the Purge is on. Azrael's here to destroy whoever he can, I guess. So,
I mean, there's a few people. You can go through some people there. I wouldn't have started with Alex. Maybe. Well, King's hurt right now. Maybe O'Connor would have been a better choice on that one. I don't know. But it sets up for potentially a match between these guys next show in December, which I'm kind of like, yes, the beatdown was a little excessive, but this is again one of those big guy beatdown things that we're kind of like used to seeing in something like WWE. You know, we've even seen like guys from here getting beaten down by Braun Strowman, and in the same fashion on Raw television, right? So I think it's a good play. It sucks that it was the Alex. But that means we get to see Alex try to put on a hell of a offense against Azrael. And Azrael, I haven't personally seen a lot of. I just know who he is. So for me, I think this is going to be a fun little thing, not knowing a ton about both of these guys. I look at it as an opportunity for both of them to do right by each other and give each other an opportunity to show off. So I'm actually kind of on the opposite end. I do agree it was a bit of a excessive beatdown, but I think it helps play into the story and sets up for the next match.
No, I look forward to the match that comes out of it. Don't get me wrong. It's just I think he killed them a little too hard, in my personal opinion. But
be easy on the children.
Yeah, the children are our future, man. Come on.
Protect Soy Boy's partner.
Yeah, is he
in RCW? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But I like his LPW partner better.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, we will see. So we're gonna get back to it. We go into the match I was looking forward to most on this night. It was I didn't get to meet Thatcher because he never came out for the pre-show meet and greet or the post-show meet and greet. I was a little sad that we wasn't out there. I was a little disappointed I didn't get to meet Thatcher because he was the one I was like really excited to meet out of everybody, and I didn't get a chance to. So I was like, but dude, watching him wrestle, dude, this this match went long, and these two just wrecked each other. Like the technical aspect of both these guys, they're just slamming each other, throwing each other, putting holds on each other. Just both these guys are just vicious. There's a technical master in Timothy Thatcher, and then Mitch Clark, who is such a wonderful technical wrestler, amateur wrestler back in the day, on top of being a UFC fighter. So watching these two just beat the living hell out of each other and try to break. I'm just screaming, "Break his arm!" to Thatcher over and over again. And I'm usually cheering for Mitch Clark, and I'm cheering for Thatcher to break his arm. So that says something because I'm all about the Rads usually, but it's Thatcher.
There was a lot of tip touching.
Yeah, and I'll say this: Mitch taking off the pants might be better than Taichi. You were pissed when I said it at the show, so.
Because I didn't think no one does better than Taichi. Come on, especially when you reveal such small, minuscule Dragon Lee sized pants underneath.
Yeah, but again, absolutely phenomenal match. Like just the back and forth, the technical aspect from both these guys was absolutely insane. In the end, Mitch gets that Green Bay roll and like gets a stack pin out of it and and like captures him. Like when he stack pinned him, he actually grabbed the back of the head and pulled the head in, like to kind of create like a ball out of it, but the shoulders are still down. And he beat Thatcher, and I was like, oh my god. Like, but it was an incredible match.
Yes. Very, very good match. I was very excited about this also. I knew who Timothy Thatcher was, but I had stopped watching WWE right when he had gotten into it, which sucks for me because I saw a lot of clips and stuff on the social medias about him, and it looked really, really good. He had very cut. Holy shit, is that guy shredded?
He's tall, but he's thin, but he is cut as hell.
He had triceps on triceps on triceps. He had muscles in places I didn't know you could have muscles. It was crazy. But the facial expressions that he also had throughout the entire match just added so much because it sucked that he didn't come out, as you said, but he was so engaging with the crowd it brought you into
100%.
it more.
100%.
Yeah, it's such a fun match, and yeah, they did go long. I would have loved for them to go longer. I'd have had no problem with that.
Yeah, talk
But
about
these
long
guys,
matches. We'll talk about the next one. The next match went an insanely long time.
it went too long.
A little bit, I will say. Joey Janela versus Harlon Abbott in a no rules match. Damn. They pulled everything out except the kitchen sink. And I was even yelling at Harlon, "Where's the kitchen sink?" And he's like, "Somewhere else." And he literally yelled somewhere else at me. And I'm like, God, I'm like, damn it. But like, it was like they used tables, doors, ladders, chairs, garbage cans. Like people went through garbage cans, people went through tables, people went through doors, people went through chairs. Like
multiple chairs, yeah.
Like there were slams on the chairs, tossed off the tops onto chairs.
There was even a pumpkin.
Yeah, and we were building up a pumpkin. We had a pumpkin bomb, ladies and gentlemen. So Harlan's up on the top rope. Janela puts a pumpkin on his head, goes back in the ring, and power bombs him off the top. And I just yelled, "Pumpkin bomb!" It was great. But the pumpkin didn't break. He had to then pick up the pumpkin and smash it into Harlan's face for it to break.
Yeah.
Like just absolutely crazy. And then there was a sunset flip off. Like one of the doors broke when he was putting Harlan on top, so so they reset it up, and he had a sunset flip bomb off the top to put him through the partial door. Janela tosses Harlan off the top onto a chair, which crumples. Then he picks him up. Package pile driver onto Crusher, but only gets 2. And then he proceeded to hit 2 Death Valley drivers onto the chair. And no, that was sorry, hold on. So yeah, they did the Death Valley driver off the ramp by Harlan through a table on the floor. Back in the ring, this is where they do, like, Janela gets 2 Death Valley drivers onto the chair. Gets a 2 count on the first one. Then he hits another one onto the chair, and Harlan kicks it one, and I'm like, fuck this shit. Like, that's where this match kind of lost me, because after all of that, like, I get it. Everybody wants to emulate Ospreay and Omega and doing that kick out at 1 late in the match. But to me, you've pulled us in to this already thing, and then you're kicking out after taking the same move onto the same chair and having to kick out at 2. Now you're kicking out at 1. It broke that thing for me. You know what I mean? Like where you're suspending your sleep, it broke it for me. And I was it kind of took me out. In the end, though, Harlan hits a Tiger Driver onto a chair for 2. After they both just started swinging and hitting each other with all the broken shit in the ring. Yeah, Harlan gets this Tiger Driver for 2, or like the pile driver. Then it's a 450 splash off the top and gets the victory. But again, it went so long, and I was spent far earlier than this. Like I was already all the air was out of me. Probably a good 5 to 10 minutes before this match actually ended from everything they had already done. Not that it wasn't great. It was great. I was spent by the end.
Well, yeah, and that's also, keep in mind, we also had 3 more matches after this.
2.
Was it 2? 2 or 3?
Dos. The trios match and the championship match.
Yeah, so 2 more matches. We got to have the crowd having some form of energy left for these 2 matches that are big freaking matches, because the trios match had most of your names in them. And then your main event had another name in it. Like, it was too much. It was too much for me. And like you said, like, you were very upset about the 1 count out. For me, I had been lost a few minutes before then. Because once you start to do too much and I start to forget what happened at the beginning of the match, it becomes a cluster.
I don't remember anything before the pumpkin bomb.
Yeah,
and I think that's because it went and I know there was a lot of stuff before that.
And it still went
was
like another 5 or 10 minutes after that one kick out. Like, it was too much.
because I
Too
know
long.
there was a table and a door before the pumpkin bomb, and then another table and another door. It just so much happened that it's hard to recall most of it.
You know what it felt like to make a movie kind of reference to it? The movie that felt the most like that had too much shit shoved into it, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's what it felt like. It was just too much shit stuffed into a small amount of time, and it ended up feeling good but bad at the same time.
Yeah, like I'm not taking anything away from the two guys. They both had went out there, had an incredible match.
Yeah.
I just again, I'm not a professional wrestler, but just from a fan perspective, I was kind of spent by the end. There's fans cheering, but like it was a lot, man. Like it took a lot out of me watching this one.
I had to go for a smoke break after. It was exhausting.
Yeah, because this went a while. So again, Harlon Abbott beating Joey Janela. We move on to the trios match, and Mel and Kat went and got high during this match. So I will call this one. It's so Josh or Weston King was not in this match because he was injured. So replacing him was Top Talent Pro Wrestling trainee, who I think debuted last month in a 4-way. Was Chris Starr teaming up with Princessa Azul, which is the blue princess, and she wasn't wearing a lot of blue. She just had blue trim on her gear. And Andreas was very upset about that. And then and teaming up with Josh Rios, who was spectacular. Like, he was spectacular. And they were taking on the team of Gabriel Lestat, Zuzu Divine, and Aeroboy. Like, this match was absolutely incredible. You asked for Lucha. We got Lucha to the extreme here. Chris Starr, this kid is awesome, and he's only recently debuted, but he moves and he wrestles like he's like so smooth. Like he's been doing it for a long while. He's so smooth. There was like a couple of timing issues, but he was like, you didn't feel it. I think maybe it was more because everybody he was working with was so fast compared to him. Like just how they like Aeroboy and Zuzu, how fast they would move, because again coming out of that lucha style, maybe that's why I thought there was a timing issue. But he did absolutely incredible. The women, wow! I have never seen two women work that kind of pace where they were in there together, just going and going. And then when they were with the men, just going and going. The pace they were keeping in this match was absolutely incredible. Starboy, Chris Star. I kept calling him Starboy because he got the star on his tights. Chris Star with that beautiful sling blade. Just the kid hit it so crisply. In the end, no, Gabriel Lestat gets the Destino onto I think it was onto Chris Star and picked up the victory. But absolutely incredible match. When this goes to fight to you, this will be the match I will recommend to most people, because this was just, if you want to watch lucha and people doing absolutely incredible things, this match was it.
Cool.
And we're gonna move on to the main event of the evening for the Top Talent Wrestling Championship. It is El Lobo, Andy Anderson, versus everyone's favorite, the man who keeps wrestling gay. It's Effy, baby. I love this man. He is so good at professional wrestling. This was actually almost the perfect match in a way, in that you have the most old school heel in Andy Anderson, like the pure, like he's not 90s and on. I'm the cool heel. This guy is like, I don't give two F's about you kind of heel. Like he is the bad guy. He is like, I hate you. You're going to hate me. I don't care. That is Andy Anderson to a T. The facial expressions, the mannerisms, how he wrestles, how he does everything. It elicits such pure hate from the fans. It also helped that he smashed Calf on Heez with a chair earlier in the night. did help. And in
It
this
did help,
match,
yeah.
Bobby was banned from ringside.
Mhm.
And then Effy, who I know the first show we were at with Effy, there were some pretty shitty people in the crowd
Mhm.
saying some shit they shouldn't have been.
Mhm.
But this crowd that was there tonight embraced this man with every bit of their being. Like they were behind him and just it was absolutely wonderful. He was like that pure baby face, like pure
Mhm.
old school baby face, and he was just so good.
Mhm.
Absolutely tremendous professional wrestler in Effy. I'm looking
Mhm.
forward to him. I guess I'm gonna give it away. Effy did win this match. Caught Andy with a pinfall and got kept his title. But Andy was a dominant presence in this, hitting that razor's edge power bomb a couple times. Like, dude, he
Yeah. Let's talk about the corner spot, though.
which one? I'm sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
The
Talk about.
corner spot where Effie was butt checking
Oh,
Andy Anderson,
oh,
and
it's
and
hilarious.
and Andy just kept going even after it was done. It was comedic gold. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
This
because
match was a roller coaster, man.
oh,
Roller coaster from beginning to end. Because, like you said, you had the perfect heel in Andy Anderson, who's just stoic and just staring and menacing and lurking and limbering and all that. And then you have Effie, who's literally flitzing around the ring like Natsupoi, just like glitter, glitz, sparkles, love, everything. And like getting in Andy's face, blowing him kisses. Like the energy and the play of these two guys and how they worked off of each other to tell this incredible story of
mm,
just like I'm the bad guy, I'm the good guy, good versus evil, them having some fun with it. It was so good. I was so worried after the Joey Janela Harlan Abbott match that the crowd would be too exhausted to continue on. But man, oh man, did they come alive for this match, and rightfully so. I mean, the show that was put on for them, Andy, as you mentioned, he just commands a room. Every time he goes in there, he knows exactly what to say and do to have the crowd in his hand. You either love him or you hate him. I've never seen him make a crowd love him. I don't think he wants that.
when he first returned here, and came back to Alberta in Top Talent Wrestling, when he returned after his little stint in LPW, he did
Mhm,
get cheered on that first show because he was out there with Bobby. But then when he turned on Bobby, this guy was like, "Nope, this guy," because he came back in a way like he was buddy with Bobby. So the crowd was like, "Okay, let's
mhm.
cheer him." But as soon as he turned on Bobby, he was like, "Nope, we hate you again. Screw you,
Yep,
buddy."
yep.
But like, dude,
I
he
wait
is
for the
such
day we can boo him out of the building again.
oh, but dude, he is such a heel. His own children wear Andy Sucks shirts and boo him. His own children, his own daughters
They were
boo
selling
this man.
merchandise that said Andy sucks. That was
Yes,
tremendous.
that is how big of a bad guy this is that his children hate him. His children hate Andy Anderson.
Tremendous.
It's
It's
crazy.
tremendous.
It's so
Family
good.
show, guys. Family show. Bring your kids.
Bring your kids. It's so good. But again, this match was like I went into this going it's Thatcher and Mitch. That's my match night. But like the storytelling in this was absolute perfection. Then Bobby did come out at one point to attack Andy, but he ended up getting thrown out because there's a couple ref bumps in this match because the lady ref that
Yeah, fastest I've seen Ian Smalls run in my life, let me tell you.
well, the lady ref got knocked out at one point, and then
Oh yeah, she got muted. Yeah,
Andy put Effie down, and he was waiting for a ref, and then Ian hauled ass out there,
he
and then
did.
he got knocked to the floor, and then the lady
Hmm.
ref came back throwing Bobby out, and then Effie ended up sneaking the win in. Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
damn man,
What a
like
way to end the show! It was tremendous. It was perfection.
dude, it was so good. Like just
So good.
and then Effie getting on the mic saying he's been to Japan. all over the United States, everywhere. And
Mhm.
he says top talent is his home. Edmonton is his home. Like he's calling Edmonton his home now, and he will be back. He'll be back. I don't have a graphic for it. I'm sorry, I didn't get a
I
chance to
guess
get a
December
graphic.
8th.
Yeah, I can get one up quickly if you give me a second, but no, I don't have it
While
ready.
you're doing that, I just want to
I,
shout out
I,
Effy's fishnets that were tremendous. At each joiner, they had a little jewel on each little crisscross.
mm-hmm.
It was tremendous. I love them. I want them. Effy, where did you get them? Help them all out.
Yeah. No, dude, it was so good. It was just absolutely tremendous. Like just wrestling that you couldn't, and I don't have the graphic. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah.
All good. We'll have it for another time.
Oh, I can do it. I can do it.
Oh,
And just I just need to share screen on a tab. That
okay.
we go. Right there. Did it come up? No, not yet.
No.
Oh, right there. No, right there. Oh,
There's no right there.
come on. There we go. God damn it. Top Talent Saves Christmas #2, Lost in Edmonton, featuring Effy coming back to defend his title. I'm sorry, I kept hitting the wrong buttons. I'm a dumbass. Melball's breaking in the background. She's dying. But yeah, Effy coming back for Top Talent Saves Christmas 2.
Yes.
Lost in Edmonton. I can't wait. Effy back. I'm so excited. I've already booked the day off. I'm excited. I'm excited. Me and Mel already have our tickets. I know Kat and Andreas already have their tickets. We got them right as they went on sale because we got the early bird special, so we can get them for $16. Yes. Even though for some reason when they scanned it didn't work, but I paid for it. I got in. So it matters. Yes. Yeah, but actually incredible show, and I cannot wait for the next one.
Yes.
Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. It's time to get out of here, but before we go, you can find me on the X, Mastodon, Blue Sky, and Hive, at That Canada Guy, on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads, at That Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk. You also find us on our YouTube channel, all the different shows we do here. If you want to comment down below, we love chatting with you right on here. You can find me when I pop up right now every weekend. We're going to be going this Thursday night at 8:30. Myself and Old Ed will be talking Marvel Talk over on twitch.tv/our local establishment. Lots of great content coming out over there. If you can't watch us live at 8:30 on Thursday, you can check us out at youtube.com/@our local establishment for the replay. All the great content OLE puts out there gets replayed over there. Speaking of content from OLE, we just dropped an OLE show on our channel today. As we record this, so yesterday as this came out, Melball and Astrid reviewing Bound for Glory 2023. Check that out. Melball gets to talk some Will Ospreay and some Kenta.
Yes, that was an incredible show, as well as ABC. Technically, sort of still Bullet Club. We did see them in NJPW.
They're adjacent.
Yeah, great show.
And then don't forget to check out our boy Mike the Ref over at youtube.com/@Backbreaker Video, where he simulcasts all of our shows and has a lot of other great wrestling content there. If you want to watch him live, you can check him out every Wednesday doing his AEW watch along at twitch.tv/Mike the Ref, or multiple other days of the week where he's playing video games. And if you want to see replays of his video game stuff, you can go to youtube.com/@Backbreaker_gaming, where you can find him, stuff from Mr. PJC, Mr. Rick Jules, and their weekend guest, Miss Kayla J.
Love Kayla J.
Please go check them out. Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow a Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow her on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on our local establishment's original programming, Paramindful, every couple of weeks with Alex the Werewolf. We're going to be releasing a video the day before Halloween talking about some spooky legends from around the world, so you don't want to miss out on that. You can also catch me on Asher Pizarro's YouTube channel, where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. It is every couple of weeks where we usually do it. And this week we are going to be talking about DPWI 250 coming out and all the ladies on there. A lot of Stardom girls on there. Ranked a little iffishly, but we'll discuss that when we get on to the Ladies Wrestling Showcase.
And Jason Rutledge's favorite, Zoe Sager, pretty high up on the list this year.
Yeah, how do you feel about her outranking Mariah May?
She's had more wins. Don't know what to say. She's had more wins. I think so.
Yeah,
and I guess if it's how you look at it, because she's won a lot of championship matches this year. Where Mariah May's lost some championships.
That's true. She's also been, not performing consistently, right?
Yeah,
long periods of breaks. So, anyway, if you're wanting to purchase tickets for the Top Talent show in December 8th, you can go to their website, toptalentwrestling.com. Follow the links from there. You can also check out all of their stuff involving their school. If you want to become a manager, wrestler, whatever else. Oh, yeah, the referee thing. Yeah, we need some of those. Check them out there. You can get all your information down there. And we will also leave, of course, the link in the channel description. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
I just want to say thank you all so much for joining us here. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and hit that notification bell. Oh, and sorry, before I say that, share this video, share the channel out to all your friends and family, even if they don't like wrestling, just do it. And also hit the notification bell so you can alert every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
Hello.
You can make them love wrestling.
It's true.
And that being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah!